This video tutorial shows you how to set up access for an eExam on the QB Generator Part 66 examination management software. The examinee's access to the eExam is via the usual URL that you use to access the administration of the QB Generator, except you must append the /examinee.php to the end of the URL, as shown here. The hardware you use to deliver the eExam to the examinees can be a Windows desktop or laptop. Or it can be a tablet, either an Android or an iPad type. Suppose you use a desktop or laptop computer. In that case, you need to set up a dedicated exam room with the necessary number of computer terminals to accommodate all of your examinees in a single exam session. You must also install on each computer terminal a secure browser. The safe browser is used to lock down the computer. It prevents the examinee from accessing other websites via the internet, for example, if they try to look up the answers to the questions. It also prevents them from accessing other tools and files on the same computer, such as a calculator, training manuals, and other study notes. We recommend any one of two special browsers for this lockdown purpose: the Safe Exam browser, and the Mozilla Firefox browser, which you must put into kiosk mode. Both of these are free applications. Using tablet computers to deliver your eExams provides the significant advantage that you do not need to set up a dedicated exam room, because the tablets can conveniently be stored in another location, and brought out only when the exam session is scheduled. The tablets can be your trainees' own tablets, provided the QB app is installed. After the examinee has taken the exam on the tablet, the trainee cannot re-access the exam, or any other exam, unless they are provided with the access QR code. QB Generator has developed a dedicated and free app for tablet computers. The QB app is all that you need to provide eExams on tablets. The app is available on the Android Play Store and the Apple App Store. In this demo, we first discuss the Safe Exam browser. The Safe Exam browser is available free from this website. It is available for Windows, Apple and iOS platforms. Then we discuss the alternative Mozilla Firefox kiosk browser. This is also a free download. Both these options must be installed onto every computer terminal used for the eExams. The Safe Exam browser, available as a free download from safeexambrowser.org, is a highly configurable browser that locks the examinee's terminal so that only the QB Generator eExam can be accessed. You can set the levels of security and configure which of the computer functions are to be disabled, whilst the Safe Exam browser is open. Safe Exam browser comes with a comprehensive set of instructions on configuring the browser. The configuration screens are password protected. Only the examination administrators can configure the browser. Here we show you configuration screens. The URL for the QB Generator is the first item of data to be entered. This is the only website that is allowed when the Safe Exam browser is open. It is your usual URL access for the QB Generator, with the /examinee.php appended. Other screens are used to set the levels of lockdown required for your exams. Check the Safe Exam browser configuration instructions for more details. Once the Safe Exam browser is open, and the examinee has taken the exam, the administrator uses the keys Control Q to quit the Safe Exam browser. Some restrictions on the use of the Safe Exam browser are 1. It cannot be used inside a virtual machine, and 2. The QB Generator must be installed on a server with a valid SSL certificate. The URL must start with HTTPS where the S indicates it has an SSL certificate installed. The Safe Exam browser may not be suitable if your QB Generator is installed on a local area network. The alternative to the Safe Exam browser is the Mozilla Firefox browser. Here we show you how to set the Mozilla Firefox browser into kiosk mode. If you do not have the Mozilla Firefox browser installed, you can download the browser from the website mozilla.org. It is available in most languages. Download and install it to each computer terminal used for your eExams. After downloading and installing the browser, open the browser and select Settings. You can set the URL for the eExam access in the Home tab. As before, It is your usual URL access for the QB generator, with the /examinee.php appended. This is the only web location the examinee is allowed access to during the exam. Switch to the Privacy and Security tab. Make sure that the standard setting is selected. Set Do Not Track. Select Delete Cookies and Site Data when Firefox is closed. Switch off Ask to save logins and passwords for websites. Switch off Forms and Autofill. Switch off all options for the address bar. Select Don't Enable HTTPS Only mode. This ensures that you can use the browser on a local area network, without an SSL certificate installed. Now you can close the browser. All the settings are saved. To open the browser in kiosk mode, use the command line. Select the Windows key and the R key simultaneously. The command line dialog box opens. Type into the command line dialog box Firefox /kiosk, exactly as shown here. Then click OK. The browser immediately opens in full screen mode, with no URL window. The QB Generator eExam login page is the default screen. You are ready for your examinees to log in and take an exam. There is no password-protected system to close the browser. To close the browser and end the exam session, you must type Ctrl-Alt-Delete and shut down the Firefox browser from the list of active running programs. We show you now how to configure the QB generator to use either an auto-generated password, or, if you prefer, to let the examinee manage their own multi-use password. Log into the QB generator as usual, and click the Settings menu item. You must be a Level 1 administrator to access the system settings. In the General Settings page, scroll down to the eExam Settings panel. With the Access push button set to Password, as shown here, you can set the password push button to either auto or manual. In the auto setting, the QB generator generates a single-use unique password for each examinee when the exam is generated. The password is displayed on the attendance sheet. To access the eExam, you must provide the examinee with their examinee number and the auto-generated password. The examinee uses these credentials to log into the exam on their desktop or laptop, via the Safe Exam browser, or the Mozilla Firefox browser. This mode is secure, since the password can be used for only one exam and only one examinee. Remember, for security reasons, the examinee has only a short time to log into the exam after the exam becomes active. When you generate the exam, the start time is when the exam becomes active. Any attempt to log in before this time is refused. The login access period expires at a duration equal to the exam time. For example, if you generate a 20-question exam for 10:30 in the morning, the examinee can log in only between 10:30 and 10:55, if the exam is set for 75 seconds per question. After the examinee has logged in, whenever they log in, they are allowed the entire duration of the exam. When the password push button is set to manual, the examinee is invited, at first login, to set their own password. They use the same password for their first and every subsequent exam. This is less secure than the auto password setting, but it is ideal if you have an additional database containing practice questions and want to set an exam for your trainees to practice from home. Similar time limits apply to this access mode, as per the auto password setting. Finally, we show you how to use the QB app for your eExam access on tablet computers. The QB app does not use a password for eExam access. It uses a QR code. Set the access push button to QR code. Notice that this setting disables the password push button. This is because the QR code is used on tablets and does not use a password. Remember to click Save Changes after making any changes in the Settings panel. We demonstrate now the generation of an eExam for tablets. Select Generate Exam and select the module. In the Set Exam Parameters page, set the class, the date and time of the exam, the license category, and the question configuration, if not using the default presets. Click Save Settings and generate exam. On the next page, click Save as eExam. Open the attendance sheet. You can see the QR codes, one QR code for each examinee in attendance. Each examinee can point the tablet's camera directly at the admin screen using the QR app installed on their tablet computer. You can click on the QR code to expand it. Alternatively, you can print the attendance sheet and cut it into strips, each strip for the respective examinee. Each examinee can then use the QR code on their printed strip. Two additional security features come with the QR app method of eExam access. Returning to the Settings panel, click on Pre-Exam Text, and you see two checkboxes labeled Digital Sign-In and Face Photo. When you put a tick into the Digital Sign-In box, the QB app asks each examinee to sign their name, using their finger, or a stylus, into a box on the QB app, before starting the exam. When you put a tick into the Face Photo box, the QB app asks each examinee to take a photo of their face, before starting the exam. The face photo enables identification of the examinee and comparison with the face photo stored on the examinee's profile, at any time in the future. The digital signature, and/or the face photo, is stored digitally, with the exam record, and is displayed on the exam report.